Lately, I have found myself living a life little me would be floored by. It sounds a little silly to say, but I used to have photos of women doing things in nature, eating healthy food, and living freely in the world on my vision board. All I wanted for so long was to be held in the safety of sisterhood as an independent woman going on adventures that reminded me why I like to be alive. And now, every single day has felt like a grand happening, a grand reminder. This week, Isabel and I embarked on a hike that got a little dangerous, camped in a new valley, and explored the sweetest little mountain town, hand in hand, heart in heart. So, welcome to another handful of wholesome days in my life in Switzerland. Guten Morgen! We have spent the past 2 days editing and uploading and planning. Well, there's just so many things to do here, so many trails, so many places to go that it's almost overwhelming to decide. But we just booked 2 different huts for the next 2 nights.
Okay, so this is the trail to the first little hut. So the peak elevation is 9,000 feet, which is pretty high.
It feels like this is all AI generated, and I just don't know why Switzerland hits this kind of peak of absolute beauty. Staring at these Swiss Alps just has me feeling some type of way, but I'm just really happy to be here. I can't say it enough.
Okay, we're going on an adventure today. We're gonna hike, I think it's around 20 kilometers.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
And 8,000 feet of elevation.
So that means we're just gonna be going up, all up mountain today. But we are prepared. We have all of our food. We have rain gear, we have maps downloaded, and we're good. We have booked things, so yeah. Let's do it.
We got it all ready except for the fact that I'm feeling like I could take a nap.
Yeah, I feel the same way. And without further ado, we embarked on yet another trail together. Our biggest pitfall of this whole experience was that we were both really tired and should have spent one more day resting, but we were so excited to see these cabins and we're freaking out about the uphill of it all. It was basically a vertical trail, but it was good. No funny business, and it definitely expedited what I like to call hiker's high, which I have never gotten so intensely, but every single step, every single breath was vibrating through my whole body. I felt transcendental as I was going up this mountain, and it really reminded me how important it is to create safe containers for yourself to test your own boundaries and to be uncomfortable and meet growing edges. And it's similar to any yoga practice or art practice, just a container for you to safely see yourself in struggle and build resilience and watch the heat and not react to it and keep going. And it felt like everything just came into deeper clarity. There were moments where I was just thinking about all the ways that I struggle in life and how it's the same feeling no matter what the external experience is. It's this feeling of fear or lack of trust, and when I keep going and push through, it's this feeling of resilience and knowing and empowerment, and how I just want to keep putting myself in these situations so I can refine my resilience and build my courage and remembrance no matter what I'm going through. But this was definitely really challenging, and this part in particular was a little bit scary too. So it's been how many hours that we've been on this trail?
Like 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah, and we still have about half a mile left to go, but this is definitely one of the hardest trails we've ever done. I couldn't film, I couldn't do anything but force myself to keep walking, otherwise I would have turned around. Like, I had to completely pause everything and just go so deep inside to the witness presence of the burning sensation so that I could keep going forward. Otherwise,
I'm so proud
no, it's
of
just
you.
such a meditation. It's literally like being on plant medicine, because there's times where you're like, should I just turn back? Like, both of us had moments where we were like, maybe we should just stop this hike, but then you push through it and then you reach a new depth of possibility and trust of your body and pace.
I'm so grateful that we're like safe, kind of.
I know.
We did lose the trail a little bit though. We're really completely lost right now.
we might have taken a wrong turn because there's just been like little paint markings on rocks and they've been red the whole time. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't.
All the markings have been red for this trail and then they turned blue and I didn't really think anything of it and we just kept following them.
Okay, so we're at this blue thing and that's the trail.
I just feel like we should go back. Okay,
I'm so hungry.
Let's get down this mountain. You know, I'm really happy that we saw everything we did, but it's time to go.
I'm scared.
I'm cold.
I'm cold.
This is one of your
and
titles.
I'm hungry and scared.
This is the most accurate version of your
cold and scared.
And hungry. I guess we should have kept referencing the map, but it just was so clear and we were seeing trail markers. That's the confusing part.
The snow is right behind us.
We're like goats right now. We're not on a trail anymore. We're literally like holding on to grass. Okay, time to go, right?
Yeah, time to go. We went across that whole canyon over there.
So there's an arrow going this way that's blue and we were like, perfect. But there's a smaller arrow
Up
on
there.
a smaller rock going up. That's where we're supposed to go. I think we went like a mile.
But this is the spot where the crow was, which is crazy. We were sitting here and this crow got like this close to us and we were like, that's weird. It must be a sign from our guides.
Yeah, the whole time we were like, what message are you trying to tell us? We literally were talking to this crow like, please, we're open to receiving whatever guidance. And we didn't take a second to
The
look
crow
at the
was
sign.
right here. It was
But I'm
right
just
in this spot.
so mind blown because it was literally trying to tell us something. I've never seen a crow get so close, and not only did it get close, but it stayed there. It hung out
It stayed
the
there,
entire
yeah.
time we were sitting there for at least 10 minutes. And that's just strange. It's just bizarre. I really feel like that was an angel.
Okay.
And we didn't listen, but
No,
I'm
it was
kind
just
of
the craziest thing.
mind blown. I mean, I'm just honestly hyper with all the emotions running through me right now. I feel kind of crazy.
I feel like a crazy person. We were guided by a crow.
We're getting really...
We were guided by a crow today. Oh Lord. I can't get my pack off.
Here. I always have this idea that going downhill, the descent on a hike is so much easier, but it actually took us like 2 hours to get here.
We didn't make it down the mountain. We just had to stop.
No, I think we're gonna sleep here because we just can't go on. It's, I think, also adding a lot of time being in the complete pitch dark. It's almost a new moon, so there's just no light. So we're camping here for the night.
We're camping
And
here.
I think that it's going to be really beautiful in the morning, but for now we're just going to make some warm soup and cuddle and pass out so hard.
And now I'm ready to eat some chocolate.
I have not slept on the earth so consistently as on this trip, and it has been so fulfilling to feel so wild and close to nature. We didn't have a tent or tarp this evening because we thought we would be in that cabin, so we were really out here earthing with our sleeping bags right on the ground. I, however, didn't sleep a second because I was preparing to protect us from bears, and the stars were far too captivating. I feel like there's so much energy outside that I never sleep well when I'm camping, which is kind of sad, but I woke up in the morning feeling completely cleansed somehow, like taking a bath in the pure frequency of nature. And my heart felt so much ease and understanding about my place in the world. I'm a very existential person, if you can't tell, and the moments where I allow everything to just be as it is, owning my simple truth to exist here as a being of love, brings me complete respite, and I just felt really at peace. So I wanted to share a little bit of this resting place with you. Waking up in this meadow this morning really solidified the fact that everything happens for a reason. There's always a silver lining, and I keep feeling this call to breathe a little bit deeper, sit a little bit longer, feel with even more curiosity, and I really wanted to share a moment of meditation with you. So Just a little meditation break in the middle of this video. Mantra has been a huge doorway for me and one of my favorite practices that always returns me home. And throughout this hike, Isabel and I both had our headphones in, which I usually never do when I hike, but I was just listening to mantra and it was really powerful. But I thought we could just do a few of this mantra I learned in my yoga teacher training from my Swami, and we can do the Sanskrit version as well as the English version. So sitting comfortably with a straight spine, hands in chin mudra, or they can be on your lap. Deep breath in, fully and deeply. Through the nose and out, fully and completely. Inhale for the mantra. You can also just listen to it and receive. Om Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. 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 Receiving the mantra and already feeling any energetic shifts in your awareness, in your body. Thank you for joining me for that. I really allowed myself to bask in this energy for as long as possible. Any moments of deep presence, deep awareness, especially in nature, are so amplified. So I love casting out prayers from this place and speaking my gratitude, dancing with joy. We had a little celebratory "we survived the night" and little dance before heading down the mountain once again. I think it took us like an hour or two at most, which is crazy because it took us so long to get up, but that's how it goes. We got in the car and drove to our camping spot for the night, which we found through someone else, just a little car camping area, and I had a little spa moment with myself.
Oh, in the hotel too. Yeah, true. Like in a safe, like nice. Oh.
God.
So we're sleeping in this meadow tonight, like really high up in the mountains. We paid this farmer $10 to set our tent up.
Yeah. It's so beautiful. It's crazy how high you can get up in the mountains without hiking. It makes me feel like it's kind of silly to hike. Like, we can take the car. Yeah. But here we are camping again on the earth with our little, what even is, like a rain fly. It's really earthing right now, and I feel so grateful to be somewhere chill. The car's right there. We took some spa time today, and yeah, I feel kind of reset. We had a little reset routine out here in the woods. Thank you for dinner, my love. Mon chéri. I have never done anything like this before in my life, just not knowing where I'm going to sleep every single night in a new country, car camping, asking for permission to camp on people's land, like sleeping directly on the earth night after night. But it feels really good. It's such an experience, and I just feel alive every single day and so present because I don't know what's going to happen. And yeah, I'm just kind of like in full surrender every single day. I just feel really lucky to be taken out of my comfort zone. I'm putting my socks on, so
Okay.
that's how you know it's real.
I got my chocolate.
Things are getting serious.
Things are getting so serious.
You know, it's actually a special form of intimacy eating chocolate with someone. Eating really good chocolate on the side of a mountain with someone. It's been keeping our wills strong. Just a little piece of chocolate in the evening. Good song in the car.
Yeah, we definitely need to go to bed early tonight. Last night we stayed up. When did we get to that camp spot? It was like,
I like 11:30.
I think we went to bed at like 12:31.
I remember it. It's 7:30 right now.
About time for bed.
Yeah, my under eye bags just keep getting bigger and bigger. It's gonna be like one big under eye bag.
Every day you're just like looking more and more drained.
It's scary. Change happens in a myriad of tiny moments over time, a myriad of tiny remembrances. Sometimes I find myself waiting for that greater version to show up, as if I'm not already her, avoiding my own potential for greatness. What am I coping for? Oh God, I was really unpacking it on the plane ride here. The sky is so beautiful right now.
Oh, cute.
There's little flowers in this salad mix.
That's so cute.
It's so beautiful this morning, but it was so cold all night.
It was really cold last
And
night.
we're just defrosting. Let's just say that.
My toes are still numb.
So are mine. My toes have been the one thing keeping me up every single night.
I wasn't even wearing socks last night.
After not just one, but two warm meals in a row and an actual restful night for me, we packed up the car and headed back into Lauterbrunnen to catch a little gondola into Gimmelwald. But before that, we had some time to just hang out. So we went to a cafe, did some rollerblading with some thrifted skates that we found, and just honestly had a really fun play date. It feels like we're two little Girl Scouts making up our adventures as we go, and we've been booking everything as we go just because we didn't know what was going to excite us or tickle our fancies. So we've been going by recommendations, and when we entered into Gimmelwald, it was so exciting because this is a tiny little town that doesn't have any cars, and everything is so quaint and sweet. There's this little honesty shop with no one working there, and it just felt very Swiss. It felt like we entered into a whole other world where everything was sweet and nothing hurt, but we munched real hard. I made some bulgur, and Isabel had her classic meal of bread with tons of veggies and avo on it. We were kind of pushing ourselves the past few days, or really the whole week, so it felt so nice to take a little bit of a pause and just chill out this day. we're trying to motivate ourselves to go for a walk right now, even though we're so sleepy and exhausted. And so we're kind of getting a little delirious and loopy. But I think that we're going to really just seize this moment and go for a walk and enjoy this beautiful town. I feel like this vlog was a little bit random and a little bit adventure packed. I will be getting back to my regularly scheduled programming soon, but I really like just sharing the moments of just simple joy and excitement to be alive and doing things in full vlogger mode, just as much as I like sharing things that I've learned and integratable lessons. It just feels like at the end of the day, being the living embodiment of your healing and the things that you've learned is the whole reason why we do it anyway. So these are my light years. These are the days where I'm just living and feeling so grateful and privileged to do so. So thank you for watching. I hope that this gave you some good feelings in your body and heart, and I will see you in a video very soon, I hope.